Now, I've got to tell you an anecdote. The Queen of England last November went to the London School of Economics to inaugurate a new building. And as she cut the ribbon, she turned to all the professors and said, now all you economists, great economists are surrounding me. Tell me one thing. How come you didn't forecast this recession? It took them 7 long months to reply to the Queen. And just about 10 days ago, they replied to her and they said, we discussed this for endless hours and we've come to the conclusion that we were all living in a psychological state of denial. So when an economist forecasts a V-shaped recovery, figure that one out. Well, lots more news to come, but let's go back to our top story tonight. The humiliating manner in which the BJP's senior leader, Jaswant Singh, was expelled. So thank you very, very much for joining us. So I don't know if you remember this. We first met 30 years ago in your small office at Claridge's with Mozart playing non-stop in the background. Now, 30 years later, it really saddens me to see what's happened. Most of all, the reasons for what has happened and the manner in which it has happened. I mean, 30 years of service to your party and all they grant you is a phone call to say you're expelled. The widespread belief is that, frankly, this is disgraceful behavior.
Well, I don't know personally how to encapsulate it in a few phrases. I'm saddened. I'm immensely saddened. I'm immensely saddened that this association with a political organization ought to be ended over a telephone call. I don't know if that would be the appropriate way to send a colleague out of the organization. But that is something for really the BJP to answer. I am immensely saddened that I was not given any reason why being expelled from the party's primary membership. The assumption is that I wrote a book on Muhammad Ali Jinnah. If writing, thinking, reading, debating, discussing, disagreeing becomes an offense, I'm afraid we are making a very poor India, very, very poor India, where
So what seems most upsetting is that they seem to be questioning your loyalty. They're questioning your loyalty to the country, loyalty to your party. And that must be unimaginable for Mr. Jaswant Singh. Basically, most of the cadre in your party want to know, question anything, but how dare they question your loyalty, sir?
I'm very sad. Forgive me, Prannoy. I much rather not answer loyalty to the party bit, because now I'm out of it. But so far as the country is concerned, what else am I? At the age of 15, I was a cadet. And I resigned my commission in '66 November only because after '62, '65, I felt differently. I felt that things had to be addressed differently. And I struggled for 42 years. I've been in the political life of the country.
So at the press conference this evening, I've never seen you so emotional. Was it the manner in which it was done? Is that the reason why you were so emotional?
Take me out of it. It's a question of, has the party come to a stage, any party, wherein disagreement is equal to disloyalty? This great land of Shastras, how can disagreement be disloyalty? If we don't disagree, what is that great line by Tagore? Where a head is held high and the land is free. Mind, yes. So how can a mind be without fear in our land if disagreement is treated as some kind of disloyalty? What kind of a land are we? That, I think, is the great darkness that I believe we today face.
Tuba.com